Next one, we got Wess and Kilo versus Fiend.
Pudding.
And Hipper.
Pudding is goop.
Pudding is goop. What about applesauce?
Applesauce, I would say, is goop.
Okay.
What do you guys think is goop?
What about Jello?
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
Because it doesn't run.
What about like chopped up Jello?
It doesn't run.
Okay.
It's just a smaller solid. Or maybe it's a special state of matter. I don't actually know. Jello's an outlier, but it's definitely not goop.
What about like non-Newtonian fluids?
Goop.
Okay. Big Zare coming out from Kilo, gonna send Fiend over to the right side. Deep red, Fiend might be already preempting to swap to the Queen Eye. That's been kind of the game plan as he starts with Hattori and he's like, you know what, didn't work too well, Queen Eye.
Great follow-up there. Wess came in with the ground pound. That hit Fiend, sent him flying to the left side. That got the dodge from Hipper, and then Vin was right there with the axe side air, and then send Hipper over to the left side and ultimately get the stock. So great coverage from both members of this team.
Lots of dash jumping coming out from the red team. Trying to get some height there. Vem with the jumping down air actually sends Hipper down. Gravity cancel, neutral sig. Hipper's in a bad spot. Fiend goes for the help.
All right, Wess was still on the main platform. Wess, Toast is playing the Pachinko machine from earlier to see if he can make it work as Kilo gets taken out. Wess still living that low strength of Queen Knives, or not Queen Knives, of Hattori's sword here. Not enough to KO Wess just yet, and he sends Hipper on to final stocks. Wess and Vem, massive lead here.
Yeah, they are just really taking out this blue team, getting some big hits, getting some big wins over this blue team. Nice nair. You see Wess trying to get some extra stuff there, but Hipper with the just standstill jump recovery.
He's like, I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna let you gas yourself out because you're probably going to land near this soft platform. Your weapon is here in case you want it again, so I'm just gonna sit here and then punish your landing.
Okay, a couple of nairs coming out from Fiend. Starting to get some hits there, but Wess really launches him. Hipper needs to take down Vem on the right side, but Wess is in position.
Ooh.
Nice, the coverage coming out from Fiend to hit that ground pound.
He was ready to go with that one. No immediate punish. Wess immediately starts that down signature because he knew he had a little bit of time. So he was hoping to catch them as they came in for like the kind of late delayed punish after that side stick came out. That's going to be Wess now on to final stocks. Fiend's right there as well. They can put pressure onto Hipper.
He's got to avoid the team combo. Fiend does come back in, so not as big of a risk of that team combo coming out from the red team. Everybody on final stocks, but eyes are on Hipper as he's the most damaged here.
He's been able to find like one hit and then a little bit of a counter punish comes out. Now they're adding up damage on a Fiend though. There's the quick signature coming out from Wess. Hipper spending 4 to 5 seconds to come back. Back-to-back spot dodges, one from Hipper, one from Wess. That's from the wrong side of the stage, so it's not immediately going to KO, but it does disarm.
Ooh, Wess was trying to catch the movement of Fiend there with that recovery. Only got Vem Kilo.
Nice.
But the Zare from Vem, and it's all left to Fiend.
Ooh, Wess was immediately there on that one. That's going to be a down air. We saw Fiend going for like the huge play there, which even if he made contact and actually got the hit, it was going to be on Wess, who's in yellow. So you're not going to get a lot of play off of that unless you just want to split the red team up as much as you can before going back onto the main platform. But I feel like there would have been the punishment coming out instantly from Kilo, even if that hit. He went for the big play, didn't find connection, of course got punished with that down air.
I mean, so much of this like final moments felt to me like just the experience of Wess and Fiend, like they're long-time South American competitors, and it was just Wess being like, yeah, I know how you want to do these situations. Yeah. You want to go for this gravity cancel neutral sig, I'll just be a little too high. You want to go for the tricky like down light but then pick up the weapon instead of going for the combo, so I'm just going to cover it with the side air. Like it felt like Wess really just knew what to do.
Yes, it was like a mate in two situation where you know what's going to happen, you know the end result, you know the steps to get there, and you just have to play it out. And then all Fiend can really do in that moment is hope that you make a mistake and give him an opening to either make a big play or get back. But Fiend, we see him swapping now over, and he's pressuring them a lot, so much so that Wess has to come in, relieve some of that pressure, swapping over to the Queen Nine.
Yep, this is that Queen Nine swap from Fiend. Like I talked about earlier, when he doesn't do well on the Hattori, he's like, all right, time to go over to the Queen Nine for the rest of the set. And so far, it's been working out for them. As of course, they're here in the semifinals. Oh, the neutral light hits just Fiend.
Wess setting up on the edge, kind of moving back and forth. Whether he wants to regroup right on top of his teammate. Okay, full team wipe coming out.
Going to clear the board a little bit. When we saw Queen Knight earlier, they generally leaned into the Katars for like follow-up tools.
Yes.
But Fiend as a player, I think, likes the spear just so much more. What
Yo!
a follow-up from them, catching off the bounce.
And I think that was absolutely necessary to actually find the KO there, because the important thing you said was off of the bounce, which is going to take away some of your momentum. Look at their ability to instantly pick up these combos. This little stage spike happening. Wess with the side air barely gets over and resets his jumps, and he wants to wash his hands of that and just get away, man. He wants to get back on the main platform while Hipper is chasing him down.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, Wess is still behind in the stock count from Hipper, so the risk is in favor of Hipper. That neutral light not going to take him down. The Onyx defense,
Nice.
just too much. Queen Knight also surviving on the left side. Finally, Hipper's going to finally lose that first stock.
Fiend did a great job of not taking too much damage whatsoever. Stays away from that side signature. He was much too high and much too like vertical directly on top of them for that to make a connection. Inlight comes out from the wrong side of the stage. Queen Knight defense staying in here. Hipper claims another stock, sending them on to final.
Yo!
That bounce off the wall. Yo, can Wess get the
Wess!
double? He does!
What a play from Wess, catching one, immediate turnaround for the side air onto Fiend, and then converting that into a double. All work done by himself, and now the red team is in the lead.
That's why you play gauntlets and twos, man. The ability to do that, if you're a strong player like Wess is, if you're confident in the edge guard just like Wess is, if you've mastered those weapons, even the ones that are just his feet and his hands, now grabbing the weapon after putting a lot of unarmed damage out onto the blue team. Ooh, Fiend's gonna take a punishment from that one. It's nothing huge. Okay. Ooh. Does pick up the 45-degree angle with that, but not enough to take out Vem just yet. That would have been huge.
Yeah, that neutral sig flings out at the top end and actually caught Vem there. The side air gonna slap him down. It's all left to Wess. Does he have it in him to do it again?
Dude, this is such a good map to find Qatar slaps towards the stage because it sends them under, and then they have to ride that platform or that pole on the bottom side all the way down. They can't just go under the stage.
Ooh, I think he jumped into that. Okay, I like the falling Sair trying to protect his landing, but yeah,
Nice.
gonna get punished for the whiff side sig. Fiend and Hipper gonna take game number 2, tying it up 1-1. The Queen Knight looking good.
Definitely a great swap, and really kind of has been a great choice in current twos meta across multiple regions, EU and South America. So this isn't just an EU thing, it's not just an SA thing. We're seeing a resurgence of Queen Knight. I wonder how that's going to affect North America. Probably not too much, based on the way that North American players choose their legends and decide how they want to fit into the meta. But we've seen a proof of concept work in EU and in South America.
Yeah, it's funny because like the EU one stands out more just because it's like it was slightly unexpected. We know Fiend as a Queen Knight, so it's like, okay, maybe you're just going to something that you feel like is stable.
And we could have more legends that are kind of underplayed fit into this mentality of where you have like a good setup tool with your teammate that can throw them into that Qatar neutral signature or that Qatar down signature.
Okay, down sig gonna launch. Down sig from them launches a little harder there, and there's the follow-up.
Nice.
Sort of spike, but he goes off stage for the side air to finish it off.
Exactly like Vem's neutral signature on the yo. Everybody's going down there. It's complete chaos over on the edge. Hipper, he tried his best. Can the red team take off this stock as well? Oh, Hipper, big blast.
Make sure it's not a 6 stock. It's going to go down to 4 versus the 3. The blue team not out of it just yet. Fiend has to survive.
We've now seen it from Vem's Axe neutral signature as well. Kind of, you know, quote unquote, especially if we're talking about 1v1s, kind of a gimmick signature, just like a Tori's sword neutral signature as well. But if you have someone like Wess who can serve the opponent up really well or really easily with it, then all of a sudden, yo, no way, Hipper's gonna fall for that.
But
we have an even
makes
game.
It worth.
Hipper just kind of going back and forth in the middle of the stage. We all of a sudden have an even game. Everybody's on final stocks like a minute and a half into this game. It's been very quick here in game 3.
Yeah, it has been bouncing all over the place, and people have been falling. Fiend trying to get back onto the stage as both red team members chasing him. Oh, tries to follow up off the downlight.
Hipper's looking for some of these neutral signatures, even on his gauntlets as he swaps over. GC Inlight coming out, so there is no dodge for just a moment for Vem. Back-to-back hit 6!
Almost caught him there at the top of the map. Gravity cancel, downlight into the recovery. Just not enough damage onto Hipper. Red team starting to fall apart here. Final moments in the neutral light. The weapon toss, the down air. One red team goes down, another one.
That is game 3 going towards the blue team. Hipper and Fiend now 1 game away from taking the set and moving on into the elimination finals to fight up against Power and Lopez. Wess and Vem, man, I was about to frame this from the POV of like, I expected more from Wess and Vem, but I think ultimately is I didn't expect this much coming out from Hipper and Fiend, mostly Hipper from that side of the equation.
I mean, I think both of them are looking really, really good.
Yes.
You have Fiend, who went to his final stock really quick, but he survived really long on it. And then on the other side, Hipper, who's able to make those big plays. He's able to kind of be explosive, take out an opponent, and then come back. But now we're seeing Wess with the swap to the Tesca.
I'm hoping for their sake that this is the solution that they need. This is the key ingredient to make the delicious cake that is a victory for Wess and Vem 10 Kilo. But also, I want to see more from Hipper. I want to see how far they can go. I'm loving Hipper this tournament. I think we've seen so many breakout performances this weekend already just from these 2 regions and really the other regions as well, SCA and the Miniboys as well. Yo, Wess.
He was just a fly in the sky, came in to hit that side air off the follow-up from Vem. Fiend gonna make that a trade. Wess currently unarmed, and he's gonna get caught by the N-Sig from Fiend.
I heard production scream on that one.
I know. Toast in the back, just happy Queen Nice got so much representation.
Toast. I say production, but it's probably just Toast. As one of Queen Nye's bravest and loudest warriors.
No, but the Queen Nye is surviving here. Currently the only one on that first stock. Nice. Vem able to hit that falling side air towards the stage, but there was enough damage for that to be a KO.
Almost completely even game between these two. Hipper doing a great job of just kind of floating above the red team wall. Fiend is spawning back in, starting to take some punishment. Wess immediately disengages, wants the main advantage against Fiend for just a moment. They weren't able to. Oh, I can't take that back.
Oh, that's a burn dodge. Can Wess take advantage? Downsig will throw him back off stage, but looks like red team's opting to just have the stage control. Downsig will take down Hipper.
Fiend trying to zone the other team away. Wow, Hipper just took Wess off the top. We have an even game here in game 4.
That was such a good play from Hipper to come in, pick up those gauntlets, and realize, you know what, Wess is trying to come in onto Wess in that aerial position, so I can really punish this. That'll be a recovery, and that'll be final stocks for everyone.
He's just sharking, trying to stay as far away from the red team as he can. Goes up to the soft platform. Oh, this is big!
Yo, but they'll be able to come back safely. Wasn't too much damage. Didn't see a SIG inside of it, but this is a lot of good damage.
They are taking complete control of this game on final stocks. That's Fiend out of here. I'm thinking we're going to a game 5, Duke.
I'm thinking we are. Hipper's going to have to pull out a miracle if he wants to stop that run. There's the weapon spawn. He still can't get it.
Still at the weapon disadvantage. Now they've actively starved all of the weapons from the field. Axe neutral light from Vem 10 Kilo, and we're going to game 5.
2-2, the swap to the Tesca working very well. And it's not off of stuff that I would have imagined. Like, theoretically, yes, Wess is a really good Tesca, but in my head, I was like, you know what? Queen Nine, not the best offstage character. What do Boots do really well? Shove people off stage. But really, it's just been like Wess and Vem doing a better job of controlling the center and then utilizing that signature kit in a new way.
That's the biggest thing I'm looking at, is specifically the signature kit, because Wu Shang, of course, has a very strong signature kit. But if we went through the number of strong and safe signatures that Tesca has versus Wu Shang, we always talk about the spear side signature that Wu Shang has, essentially a light attack. But we've seen Gauntlet side signature, very potent, very strong, but it's a little bit riskier to throw out. Compare that to several of the Tesca signatures out there that Wess is able to use much more often and much more safely in just raw neutral, in follow-ups, on the edge. So many different situations he's able to use those signatures more frequently and more safely. That's why I love the Wess Tesca. The Weska, if you will.
The Weska. Albert Weska. Here we go into game number 5, though. No swaps. The Tesca is the belief. The Queen Nai is the belief for the blue team. Ooh,
starting off early.
Got.
Vem over on the edge, being careful.
Oh.
Yo! Hipper came in, got behind him, threw out the cannon down air, got that big blast, sent Vem into that bottom blast zone. It's going to be a nice early KO here for the blue team.
Yeah, and with how close these have been, that's going to be really helpful for this blue team. Downlight into the side air, tries to rotate over to go up onto Hipper. What's the follow-up?
Nice.
The side air from Vem.
Great timing from Vem on that. Didn't choke it out whatsoever. Almost got through that spot dodge coming out from Hipper with a neutral light from Vem. Hipper just kind of floating up above. Almost got the read.
Playing a little bit of chicken in the top of the map. Vem, though, he's got to be
so
careful here.
Fiend covering high with the D-Light, Hipper covering low with the signature, scooping down below right along that ground.
Okay, that'll be the first stock of Fiend, but I'm real nervous if I'm Vem 10 Kilo. Currently deep red second stock, and Fiend is just now spawning in on his second stock.
I would imagine he's not very nervous. I mean, his name is Vem 10 Kilo, which I'm not the most prolific Portuguese speaker out there, but I'm assuming it's like be calm, be tranquil, be peaceful.
Well, hopefully he can stay true to his name, because he is the only one on his final stock. What?
Nice!
He's gonna get it! Hipper trying to get the save, but no. Can't find the hit. Fiend got close to the wall, but not close enough.
And that was a really tough spot to try to attempt the save, because Fiend obviously did the neutral signature because it moves you up, more than like a dodge up would, but it kind of spreads out those wings all around you, so your teammate really has to get under you, but he was also under the stage, so if he tried to hit him upwards, it might have been a stage spike. Hipper ends up falling, and the red team has a nice lead. It's not an insurmountable lead if you're looking at it from the blue team side. If they can get Wess here,
I mean, Fiend's got to be careful here, but like you said, if they take down Wess, they can try to go for the quick power play. Ooh, Fiend is real high in that sky. Okay. There goes Wess. There goes Vem. Can they get the team combo? That's what blue team needs right now.
And there's the start of it.
Setup. Oh, he goes for the end sig, but Wess stays low.
Wess has to be so careful. Every move he throws out has the potential to be the start of a team combo. Zoning Hipper out, and he actually got the KO off of that.
All he needed was 2 side airs. Fiend in the ready to weapon toss, and Wess with the clutch in the 1v2 is going to bring them into the top 3.
People say I don't know what I'm talking about. I told you about
people.
I told you about the
These
Tesca,
people,
man.
they don't know.
I told you about the
They don't
Tesca,
know.
man. I told you about the Tesca. It's like that is as synonymous with Wess as like the Lance was.